Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday Night Immigration Live with Lee. I'm your host, Attorney Lee Marvin, and I am here, like I am every Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Detroit time, to answer immigration questions live and to provide context, information, clarity on different aspects of immigration, immigration law, immigration policy, things like that. So I'm here for you. Hopefully, as you join, you can let me know where you're joining me from. Um, Everybody who is joining either live or watching this video after it's uploaded to my YouTube channel, welcome. I'm here every week for you, okay? Um, so this year has been a bit tricky. There's been a lot of changes, a lot of updates, a lot of challenges um, to people across the country and across the world. Family is here in the United States, family is abroad. These different policy changes has an impact on virtually everyone who's in the immigration system. So a lot of anxiety out there, a lot of people confused, wanting clarity, and that is what I hope to accomplish with these videos and these live sessions. So if you are live, you're joining us from Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, welcome. Thank you kindly for joining. In the comment section of your particular platform, please type in your questions or comments or anything that you think would be helpful to others. Okay, we're here to help others. So if you go ahead and put that in the comment section, I would be grateful, and so would the others who watch this. Okay. So I will say I'm going to go over quickly to Instagram, just to give a shout out to whoever may be joining us from Pennsylvania. Thank you for joining us from Pennsylvania, Elizabeth. And again, I would love for you all to tell us where you're joining us from. Detroit, near and dear to my heart. We've got friends from Detroit joining us as well. As you join, give a shout out from where you're joining us from. It makes it so much more interesting for the viewers. There's a lot of commonalities we find as I do this immigration. There's a lot of commonalities from people all across the country and across the planet. So it's helpful to see those commonalities. It brings us closer together. Okay, we're not going to hug or anything, but we're all in this together. So please give a shout out from where you're joining us from. Okay. Let's see. There's a question here. A number of questions from the followers on YouTube. First question here. Bernard says, have an interview for adjustment status through marriage. Should I take a photo album with original photos, even though I'm taking the new updated 4x5 pictures PDF style on a letter size page to the interview? Do yourself, Bernard, and the agent a favor. Do the page with lots of pictures, okay? Don't take individual pictures. It's kind of cumbersome. It's kind of messy. They get the point if they see your PDF with all these pictures, 4 or 5 pictures on there. Don't do too many. If you do a collage of like 30 pictures, it's kind of hard to see. So yeah, tasteful selection of pictures on one page is much more effective than bringing a photo album. So I think it gets the point across. If you want to wow them with how thick your photo album is, I guess you could do that, but they're not going to look through it. Okay, they'll glance at the pictures on a PDF or a 8.5 by 11, but they're not going to do much more beyond that. Okay, so do yourself a favor. Just take a couple sheets with a number of pictures on there. Okay. Okay, so what have we got here? Ricardo is joining us from Jamaica. Thank you, Ricardo, for joining us from Jamaica. I'm okay. Okay. I'm not sure, Ricardo, what your question is here. So if you can paraphrase or rewrite that question for me, I would like to get to the heart of what you're trying to ask. So let me know. We do have a friend joining us from closer than Jamaica, from Ohio. So thank you for joining us from Ohio tonight. If you have questions, please post them in the comment section. Vegas, friends from Vegas, thank you for joining us from Las Vegas. Appreciate it very much. I know you're on mountain time there, so you're a couple hours behind us. We're a little bit closer to tomorrow than you are, but thank you for joining us in Las Vegas. Let's see. Here's a question from Yusuf. This isn't a question yet. Yusuf, you're leading up to a question. U.S. petitioner of I-130 received biometric appointment. Good. As you type in more, I will get to your actual question. So please type it in as you can, okay? We've got a friend joining us from Egypt. Again, you joined us last week, so thank you again for joining us. I have a very close friend. Actually, he's my cousin who's currently in Egypt. So shout out to Victor in Egypt with you, Yasser. Greetings from Egypt. You are amazing. Thank you kindly. Do I help diversity visa lottery winners prepare for their interview and guidance for properly filing DS-260? Thanks. I have helped people in the past for answering questions, helping people prepare a little bit for their interview. It's a little bit challenging with the schedule and how many of my actual clients I'm helping prepare for these interviews. But you can always reach out, and the phone number at the bottom of the screen is one way you can do that. Otherwise, let me put a link for you. Whoops. So you can reach out and see what my availability is in order to get assistance, okay? I prioritize, of course, my existing clients who need assistance. But if I have bandwidth or availability, I do help other individuals. So especially in Egypt, because I had such a great time years ago when I was studying in Egypt. So thank you very much. I appreciate your support and your watching. And here's Yusuf, the follow-up question. Is it normal? So Yusuf asks, a U.S. petitioner I-130 received biometrics appointment. U.S. petitioner, and Yusuf says, is this normal? So Yusuf, it's absolutely normal if this individual is in the United States and you file for the I-130. So if you filed it, it depends if you filed it correctly or not, okay? The I-130, if it was just filed by itself, it's not necessarily supposed to trigger a biometrics appointment. But I don't know how you actually filed this. If you filed it in a way that included other information, you actually, your petitioner is asking the government to move the case forward for an interview in the United States, then yes, biometrics appointment is absolutely expected. And that's kind of how the system works. So yes, it is normal under the right circumstances. Okay. Oh, okay. They're opening that museum in Egypt. That's awesome. I wish I could see it. I saw the old museum, which is incredible. It's such a huge museum that I heard that it's actually there's so much in there, so many relics that it's actually sinking into the ground. And eventually they predict that they have to excavate the actual museum of antiquities to get to the antiquities. Absolutely incredible place. So that is really great. Thank you for that update. So Rick, you're asking, one second here, Rick. So Rick, I posted up above, I posted a way for you to reach out and do a case evaluation um, to get more information. I'm not exactly finding what you want. You say you want communication with us. If you use that link to talk to some of my team members, they can continue to further guide you along the process so that I can help you if I can. So, Rick, if you do that, the link is above, okay? And now with that, I need to go over to Instagram because I have a lot of people over on Instagram joining and asking questions, even, okay? Um, okay. So here's a very good question. Um, so are immigration courts working during the shutdown? I have an individual hearing in the next 4 days, but I'm wondering if my case can be postponed. Negative. They're full steam ahead. They are not, they would have canceled your hearing already. Individual, that's your trial. So if they didn't already cancel that, if they didn't reach out to your attorney, then it is absolutely moving for full steam again. So yeah, there's different guidance on what aspects of immigration are closed. Clearly, you're not detained. They definitely do not reschedule or put a hold on the detained cases. The individual hearings for people that are not detained, I heard mixed comments about whether the government is going to postpone them or not. If you're 4 days into your actual trial and you haven't gotten a notice that they are rescheduling it, then you absolutely must move forward and expect that it will go forward. They may do a thing where you show up, you're all ready to go, and then they tell you that they're not taking your case and they're going to send you a notification in the mail of the rescheduling. But your behavior should be as though it will happen in 4 days. If you don't, and they do it in 4 days and you're not ready, huge, huge, huge bad thing. So make sure that you plan for the worst, which is the court is going to be open. Okay. Hopefully that helps you. Um, and that was Octave Ambaza. Okay. So good luck to you on your individual hearing. Now I'm going to go back over to, um, I know the real Bernard just chimed in, and the real Bernard is watched my show for quite a while. So thank you for joining us again, Bernard. Um, you've got an interview for your marriage-based green card request, um, and Octavambaza. You're quite welcome. I'm glad I can help you. Now back to the real Bernard. You got an interview for your marriage-based green card next month. Any tips? My tip is go to my YouTube channel and take a look at the videos that I already have on there that provide really good information on how to prepare or to at least what to expect on there. That is something that I put on there quite some time ago. It might take you a little bit of time to find it because I have over 700 videos on my YouTube channel, but check it out. Um, Authenticity is the biggest tip I have for you and your sponsor. Be authentic with your relationship. Be authentic with your answers. Don't rehearse too much, right? The more you rehearse, the more the government seems like it's rehearsed, which means that it's fake and they will automatically assume that you are gaming the system. So be authentic, be yourselves, and just be prepared to answer the questions as they come up. I will tell you that an acceptable answer to a question is, I don't know, if you don't know the answer. I went through this myself, um, and I will just say that um, being authentic and just if you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer. Okay. So that's my best advice to you at this point in time. Good luck to you very much. Okay, so the next question back over to Instagram. YouTube. I'm going to look at here. Um, okay, here's a question from Jean. I'll say because it's easier than your long screen name. You and your wife applied for a military parole in place. You got your stamp, and she does not. What's going on? Um, so I'm assuming your child applied for military parole in place for you. Um, I don't know when you got yours and how long it's taken your wife to get hers. I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't sweat it unless, it's a significant amount of time. Not necessarily the same agent reviews the requests. They change, agents depending on how available they are. So I wouldn't be worried. If yours was approved, there's no reason to think that she will not also be approved. So don't sweat it, okay? Um, so yeah, somebody's got to be first, right? So you're first before her. I don't know what the request was. I don't know what the sense of urgency was for the humanitarian type of request that military parole places. I don't know, if your involvement in your son or daughter's experience was more necessary or more beneficial or important for them to fulfill their mission with the military. Could be a lot of things. I wouldn't worry about it. Your approval, I would presume that your wife will get hers too very soon. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. So Rick, if I represent you or your wife, then you can always reach out to us directly in the office. You don't have to come on the live. There's no way I'm going to look up your file right now and give you information or answers about your case. I just don't have time for that. That's what I do during the week, and that's what I have team members to help me with. So if you can reach out to us, the number below, um, you're my client, so I can help you during the regular hours. Okay, so reach out to us so I can answer whatever question you have about your situation. Okay, so thank you for that, and thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Okay, so back over to Instagram here. Um, so Elizabeth asks, I have applied for the green card since January. Until now, it's not out. Is this a problem? So, Elizabeth, I don't know what kind of green card petition process you have. Is it through a child, a spouse, a parent, a sibling? Um, did you file for the initial petition in conjunction with the green card request? Is it just one or the other? There's a lot of things that I would need to know to answer your question completely. So if you provide me more details, I might be able to give you a better answer than that. Okay. As you see, immigration is super complicated and everything depends on timing and the facts of the case and what was actually filed. So not trying to get out of answering your question. It's just there's so many factors that come into play here. I need more information to be able to analyze your situation. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. Reading question. This is some of these screen names are difficult to actually read. Oh, the Nomad Official. Okay, there we go. My wife's ex-wife, sorry, false restraining order. If it was proven to be false, to be based on lies, will USCIS still approve her VAWA case? The judge put in writing that she was not credible and contradicted herself. So that's an excellent question. It depends on whether immigration knows that. If they have that information, because if she requested VAWA, she's not going to include information that jeopardizes or contradicts her own case. So immigration only has the information that was provided to them, usually from the applicant. So if she's lying her pants off, then she's not going to be honest to immigration, provide them information that sabotages her own case. They don't have the ability, they don't have the budget to do independent investigations. So they're not going to have that information unless it's provided to them. If you have the ability to figure out how to provide that information to them, I guess it's conceivable that you could, as a good citizen, provide information on someone committing fraud. You could try to do that. If she is committing fraud, nobody likes a liar or somebody who's committing fraud, especially if they're trying to destroy someone else in order to do that. So you could potentially reach out to immigration and provide that information to them. Okay. Okay. So moving on here. So Morphe, I'm a stepfather. My daughter is leaving for the military soon. Thank you to her for her service. Can I apply for military parole? I married her mother before she turned 18. Okay, she was a minor. She turns 21 in April of 26. You can't apply. I get what you're saying. She can apply for you, yes, right? So you were her stepfather when she was a minor, and she's going to be turning 21 and going into the military. She absolutely can request military parole in place for you. If you need help with that, I've got a link that I'm putting in the chat right now. I can help with that. Being in the military myself, I've done many of these, and they are very effective. So reach out. I would like to help you and your stepdaughter figure this process out. Okay, so just reach out to me and we'll see what we can do. Okay, and Elizabeth, okay, you're going to reach out to me in private. Thank you. I'm looking forward to that communication with you. Okay. Okay, a lot of great questions here tonight. I need to keep moving so that I can get as many as possible before the end of our session here. So this is also from Instagram. And again, hey, everyone listening, like and subscribe. If you haven't liked or subscribed on your particular profile platform, please do that. So the algorithms throw me up there so that more people can get all these great answers and guidance that I freely give on this live session every Monday. So with that plug, I will continue. For someone with an expired green card, but you have a 48-month extension. This is from Mimi, by the way. I already filed for my removal of conditions, but I haven't gotten an answer. I called USCIS, but they say they would respond by February. I had wanted to travel for Christmas this December, but you're developing cold feet, okay, with everything going on. I don't blame you for that. What do I think? Do I wait or can I travel for 4 weeks and return before February? So you can travel. You've got that extension. They give you the 48-month extension. That means that you're just as valid as though you're in the first 2 years of your conditional residency. Okay. Read that carefully. It says it black and white. So legally speaking, you are covered to travel and to use your green card as though you're a full green card holder. Okay. So you absolutely can travel. I get the cold feet thing and traveling with different things going on in the news and all sorts of weird things that make things challenging for people. Everything comes down to your history. If you have any issues in your history, I might change my advice, but barring anything other than just your extension, you don't have to worry because you're good. Okay. So happy travels to you. Um, let's see here. Okay. Okay. Elizabeth, good days are to call are any days. My schedule fills up quickly. So again, Elizabeth, you call, talk to my team. They will set you up for a time, the next available time to speak with me for your case. So, you know, Monday through Friday is usually the best. We do have after hours and weekend as well. But if you do Monday through Friday, that probably would be the easiest. So looking forward to hearing from you. Okay. Okay, let me go back over to well, let me see Instagram, see if there's any of my favorite people on here. I talked to a number of you just now, but sometimes I have people that I don't notice until later, like my Madre. See, Madre. Buenas noches, Madre. Te quiero mucho. So, gracias por visitarme, Madre. Dile hola, Padre, ¿ok? Gracias. Y tía también. Okay. So with that, thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to come back to Instagram because I have a commitment to go over to YouTube here. Okay. Okay. Here's a question. I'm a 10-year green card holder. If I marry an American citizen, do I need to adjust my status? I have a criminal record with careless driving, alcohol related in Minnesota 2 years ago. Can marriage help me? So you're a 10-year green card holder, okay? So being married to a U.S. citizen helps you apply for naturalization sooner, but it doesn't help you with your green card status. You already have it. So, being married to a U.S. citizen isn't really going to change that. Your history with your criminal history is definitely a hot topic now. And I will encourage you, if you haven't already you're on my YouTube channel, check out a video I posted on Friday, I believe, which is part 1. I have part 2 coming out next week that speaks exactly to your question. Citizenship and criminal history is being looked at very differently with this administration. New policy change came into effect in August that changes things quite a bit. So check out that video if you have more questions. I'll post the link again so you can reach out and do a free case evaluation to see if I can help you. So check that out. Let me put that on Instagram as well. So everyone has that free case evaluation link so I can see whether I can help you with your process or not. Lots of questions, a lot more questions than apparently I'm going to have time for, but let me keep driving on here. Okay, here's a question. It's going to be incomplete for my liking. If I submitted my petition and I'm waiting to be approved or denied, can I travel while I'm waiting for it, or do I need any special permission? And this is ICLR 26. Not enough information there for me to answer. I don't know what petition you're talking about. I have no idea the relationship, so I cannot answer that question. I understand you want to travel to another country, but I don't know what kind of petition or process you have, so I cannot answer your question. So maybe if you use, and again, this answers Mimi's question, that case evaluation is a free case evaluation, Mimi. So ICLR 26, if you want to check out that link that I posted, You can do a free case evaluation to see if I can help you, and I can answer more questions about your process because I don't have enough information to answer you at this point in time. Okay, so it is past the 8:30 mark, but before I end for tonight, I want to see if there's any last questions that I haven't gotten to that I would like to get to, just in case you all are not available next week to join me for my next live. Okay. Okay, one second. I see Sandy. I see your question. This is a big question. 221G. I actually don't know what that is. I would have to look that up. I don't have everything committed to the memory, but your interview was in September. No documents were asked for. They didn't ask you for any more information in the return to passport. Everything comes down to them communicating with you. They don't leave you high and dry. They will give you some sort of answer because that's their job. They have to. Beyond that, I don't think that I can provide any more information. If I knew, if I had time to look up the 221G, I would, but I really don't have time right now. I apologize because I'm already past time. It's name, ring, and letter. So some of these questions we might have to wait till next week. If you could join me, I'm sorry, past time. I would like to answer them, but I don't have time right now because I'm past my allotted scheduled time. So sorry, folks. Have to draw the line somewhere, but thank you for everyone who joined. Join next week, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or Detroit time for another Immigration Live with Ali. Join early and ask your questions early so this doesn't happen to you. So please join me next week. Appreciate it very much. Hope everyone has a wonderful week. And as I always say, go to my YouTube channel, take a look at all these videos, like and subscribe, stay informed to stay safe.